What's good? It's J.JORDAN. It's another episode of Cosmo Vision Worldwide. And I'm sitting here with Sir Mill the Barber. We out here on Lake Cosmo. The whole motive is to inspire individuals like yourself through the things that you're passionate about doing. Yo, man, pleasure for coming out.
Man, I'm happy to be here, brother.
Absolutely. Listen, man, it's absolutely imperative that individuals who are aspiring to be entrepreneurs see this video right here, because I feel as though you are an aspiring individual, man, when it comes to doing something that you're passionate about doing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It wasn't something that was always easy.
Yeah.
This wasn't an easy journey for you getting to where you are. For those who don't know, Sir Mill the Barber is a celebrity barber, and you know, when you're in the game and you're being an entrepreneur and you know you go through trials and adversity, sometimes it could knock us on our back and we don't get back up. But this young man right here, he persevered, he got back up, he faced some serious challenges in his life to be doing the thing that he's passionate about doing, and pretty damn good at it. You know what I mean? How did this all come about? You and cutting, you know, but it's something that you were passionate about, but it's something that came about, you know.
Yeah. It was something that definitely came about, and then I became passionate about it. So, but it all started from me working security right after college, not knowing where I was going to start at. And then from me getting laid off at my job and forcing me to get into that. And I was just doing it on the side in college. So like I didn't really know that it was going to take me to where I'm at right now. But it was something that I was already doing. And when I got laid off at my job that I was working at full time, it forced me to actually do that because that's what was bringing in income at the time.
I'm gonna tell you what was funny. I mean, when you first started cutting, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was in a barber shop getting a haircut, and I see you sitting across from me, you know, dusting off your chair, you know, waiting for somebody to come in and get a cut. And you ain't had nobody coming in, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, but you was dedicated, you was there.
Yeah.
You know, and that didn't discourage you. What kept you going when you didn't have that clientele?
Nah, to be honest, bro, what kept me going was me having a child and seeing my child get older and seeing my daughter get older, and pretty much just seeing her. And then I was like, all right, I got to take this to another level. I see where my potential is. I see what I'm good at. Now it's time to take it to another level and do what I got to do for me, for her, and then you know, my family and my future family that I have coming.
What was that all moment? You know what I mean? Because, you know, we all have certain, you know, talents that's in us, right?
Yeah.
But we all come across that all moment like, yo, this is it right here.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the thing that take me to the next level. Yeah. What was that moment?
So that all moment, that was pretty much when I started cutting and I started grooming NFL players, you know, a few celebrities and upcoming celebrities, and me pretty much getting into that stage in my life where I'm interacting with more people that I never seen or never met before that was doing something great. So that's when I was like, oh nah. As soon as I started getting into NFL players and, you know, doing things according to that, I was like, nah, I need to take this to another level and really take things serious because I see where it's going. And this is something that I don't want to stop, I want to continue. Marketing is key, right?
Yeah. And one of the big things that I commend you on is your marketing skills, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you got to be a good marketer to get to the levels that you really want to get to.
Yeah.
And the way you market is like, it's incredible. You know what I mean? How did you come about with those marketing techniques? Did somebody school you to the game, or you figured that out on your own?
I pretty much learned those techniques on my own. Just watching other people that was entrepreneurs and people who was, if you want to call it, social media famous.
Okay.
And just looking at them and seeing what they was doing, and then looking at their daily deposits. Like my boy Omar Bolden would say, daily deposits. It's people things that they're doing daily. And just looking into that, and I'm like, nah, this is what I need to do, but I need to incorporate it with barbering and grooming. So I'm going to do it the way I do it, but it's also going to be, you know, from other people's experiences and what I see them doing.
Gotcha. But how did you know this was it for you? Like, what was that factor? I know you used to cut hair at William Patterson.
Yeah.
Tell us about that, because that's how you got your start, right?
Yeah.
You started cutting hair for free because the clientele wasn't rolling in.
Yeah.
And
then on top of that, I started a year before William Patterson.
Okay.
So I was at a junior college playing football, and all my friends, they needed a haircut. So I'm like, wow, like we in an environment where like it's no barbershops, there's no people out here who professionally groom. let me see where this go, and let me try to help other people out.
And they broke, they ain't got no money, you know what I mean, to pay that 25 for a cut.
Yeah.
So they sat, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
they risking it. They risking it. They like, yo, Mill, trim me up.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, listen, my line is very important. What gave them the faith to believe in you to cut their hair?
Nah, and so people didn't believe in me until they felt as though I was secure and I was passionate about what I wanted to do. So telling them what I wanted to do and telling them how I wanted to help others what made them feel like comfortable enough to be able to be like, I trust this guy with my hair. So, you know, that's what it all started. I started in junior college when I was playing football. And I started cutting all my teammates and then having my teammates promote me and then only charging them $10, $10.
What's one of the biggest chances you took on yourself as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, nah, definitely. So the biggest ballsiest chance that I took was getting accepted into the police academy and turning it down.
You turned it down?
I turned it down.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter's she's 9 years old. She about to be 10.
And you turned the academy down.
Yeah.
To do the things that you're most passionate about.
Absolutely.
And they ain't got no kind of security. It's not definite. You turned that down to do the things you're passionate. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Nah. So I pretty much I turned it down basically because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So when they came to me to give me to earn me and give me the position,
okay.
I was like, nah, it's too late. This is something that I already fell in love with. This is something I'm passionate with. This is a service I want to provide, not only to the community, but the world. I'm like, nah, I'm an entrepreneur. I make my own hours. I manage and supervise my own self.
Okay.
Why leave this to go work for somebody else? And I necessarily didn't want to do that because that's what majority of people doing. So yeah, I turned it down, man. I knew I was better than that. I knew I was better than somebody just telling me, oh, you only got 7 vacations this year, or you only got 30 minutes to take a lunch break, or this is the days you got off, and this is how much I feel as though you deserve to get paid. I don't want somebody to tell me that I'm only worth $50,000 a year when people is making that on one show, rapping one show.
Yeah.
So I don't never want people to tell me that they obligated to fire me whenever I'm not doing my job at task. I want to be able to conduct that myself and do that on my own. So that's why I did that.
Nice. What's your inspiration?
As far as what? Oh,
cutting, like, you know.
My mom. You know, my mom died in her early 30s.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, she died. Yeah, she had stomach cancer, and
she was a beautician.
She was a beautician. She was a hairstylist, and she did multiple people, high-end people, whatever you call it. And I watched her as a kid. And seeing her do that and seeing her take care of 3 kids on her own, I was like, nah, that's something that it might be already in my DNA because that's coming from my mom. So looking at her do that and seeing her do that and seeing her struggle and go through things and become better, I was like, nah, I really want to do this. And I really want to follow her footsteps and also make her happy.
What changed from me seeing you in the barbershop with no people in your chair to you having over hundreds of people in your chair? What changed?
What changed is me taking it serious.
You wasn't taking it serious then? I thought you was taking it serious because you was up in there.
Yeah, but the thing is, I was taking it serious, but I didn't know that that was something I really was going to do.
Got you.
That's all. So, I mean, like I said, Allah put different things in my front to the point that he was like, yo, you need to focus more on this because this is something that you're good at and this is something that can really benefit you in your lifetime. So yeah, that's what pretty much happened.
What barbers inspire you to do what you do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who inspired you?
My boy Wade the Barber, man. That's one of the barbers. He's a little bit older than me. But he's someone who definitely inspired me. And he's someone who definitely put me in that mindset to be like, yo, I could really do this. And as a black man, I could really perfect my craft and go above and beyond to be able to get to certain levels that I never thought I could mentally get to. So, yeah, watching him and looking at his skills and then developing mine at the same time, you know,
what kind of skills you develop? You know, the craft of barbering or the craft of character regards to being a successful
entrepreneur? So Wade, because Wade definitely inspired me on the character by being your own brand and presenting yourself a certain way to the public for people to want to look at you and view you and support you. So His style is pretty much like mine too. You know,
What's that?
dressing grown manners, dressing preppy. You know, just being that person that people be like, yo, like
Pretty boy ass barber.
like nah, but like being in that place to be like, yo, like I respect him and he take care of himself and he's really perfecting his craft and also modeling at the same time.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a and that's what I say. It's more than just a brand. It's a lifestyle. And I'm all about providing good service in order to be suitable for people and what they envision.
Hey, listen, Mill, I appreciate you for coming out here, man, helping me inspire those who are, you know, aspiring entrepreneurs.
Word.
You know, it's very important that people see, you know, people like yourself doing it. You understand? Because let me tell you something, entrepreneurship is not easy, brother.
It's not.
It's not easy. This is why I come, you know, week after week, you know, month after month, doing interviews with successful people because I want to inspire those who are aspiring to become entrepreneurs. Words of wisdom to those who want to get to where you at regards to cutting hair, being a barber. What advice would you give them?
I mean, definitely words. It's pretty much the main thing that I would focus on and that I would take with me daily is diligency, working hard, being diligent, being really hard working. Because that's the only thing that's going to get you to that next level is if you work hard and you work harder than others. So if you see people getting up at a certain time or you see people staying up at a certain time, that's what you need to be doing and twice more. So I'm a vibe off diligency, and I believe that diligent is a strong word because that's something that got me to the level that I'm at. If I'm not diligent and I'm not hard working, I won't never get to those dreams and those desires and those things that I envision within myself. So diligency.
Hey, yo, you heard him, right? Yo, we got to be diligent out here. We got to keep your foot on their necks. Even though people not gonna support what you're doing, you got to keep going. Everybody not gonna believe in your vision, but nobody's gonna believe in your vision until they see how much you believe in your own.
Yep.
You understand? So stay focused, stay determined, stay empowered. Yo, let's keep it going, man. Cosmo Vision, J.JORDAN,
Barber.
Sir Mill the Barber. We holla, we out.